Hi guys, Matt and Dan here again. Golf dream versus reality. Now we've got a bit of a different video for you. We are going to have some golf shots in it. But what are we doing today, Dan?
Some not very good golf shots in it.
Speak for yourself.
What's that?
What are we doing today?
So today we're going to do a bit of a Q&A. So over the last couple of weeks, we put it out on obviously social media for people to fire some questions at us, and we thought it'd be a good idea to just really walk around and chat and answer the questions as best we can. So.
Because we thought, obviously we do talk about ourselves in the videos as such, but you probably haven't got to know us too well, even if you have watched all our videos, and if you haven't, then you're not going to have a clue who we are. So we thought we'd do a Q&A, ask us anything. So we've got some strange questions in there, got some normal ones as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through them, or as many as we can, and film some of our golf shots as well on the way around, down there at the infamous Garran Park again.
So Matt's there.
The hole's not.
And there. The tee box is there. As you can see, it's pretty thick.
I topped it.
But he's going for it. He's playing it, in all fairness. So, well, it's out. That's not a bad recovery.
Back on the short stuff.
Yep. Nice approach in there. Nice approach shot in there. Got a couple of bunkers to navigate past.
Hooked it left into a bunker.
Yep. It's unlucky though.
Not a great shot.
Well, it's out and playable.
In the bunker for free. So Dan's 100 to the front, 115 to the middle. What are you going for? Driver?
Yeah. I'm going for the 8 because I misjudged the last hole, thinking it was, and it is slightly uphill. So.
A bit cold as well today.
I think I judged that a bit better.
You're on the front, but
yeah,
at least you're dancing.
Yep, I can't complain. If it goes on the green, I'll never complain. Even if I scuff it and go on the green, I won't complain.
I must shout out the green staff at Garran's as well, because it's looking lovely at the moment. George and his team have got it down perfect for the start of the season, so shout out to the green staff.
So that shot's in the bunker. Just see the previous shot a second ago. The actual pin is on a bit of a slight 2-tier on this green, and it's at the back. So hopefully if it nestles out, it might hold up as well. That's not a bad out at all. It's just on that. Just on the bottom.
It's steep.
It's not a bad out at all, really. Got to be happy with that.
Yeah, no, I am pleased with that. Not been too bad out bunkers recently, so hopefully that continues.
Being good, raking it all back.
I know.
Just as you should.
So, first question up is from Kane_punter on Instagram, and Kane's asked us what our handicaps are. So
you can go first.
I'll go first. So I do actually have an official handicap because I'm a member at Garran's. Currently it's 19.1. I did get down to 16 in the summer, but then I played very, very badly over the winter, and that's gone up a bit. So yeah, I'm off 19.1 at the moment, and I started playing golf just before the first lockdown, COVID. So I think it was October 2019.
Yeah.
I had my first ever lesson at the older golf club, and then just gone from there really. What about you, Dan?
So unofficially, obviously I use the U-Swing app. It's currently saying 25, but as you might know, I've had quite a few months out as well, so I'm not really playing golf because I had like a knee operation, so I only just started playing back. So probably not that now, probably about 50.
The max.
Yeah, maxed out. But yeah, I don't know. I'll still play off 25 at a minute, but yeah, I'll see what happens. But it doesn't tend to fluctuate much anyway. My handicap in terms of it's always sort of been 28. I think it's probably been as low as 22 a few years back, but then obviously I stopped playing for a little while. Yeah, so like I say, I'd say 25 at the minute, but I know you probably look at the shots on there and think, wow,
Liar.
it's got to be 50.
Alright, to be fair, with the shots, I know there's YouTube channels out there that they'll only put their good shots out on film. We don't. We put any old shots. So.
And to be honest, we do have quite a lot of bad shots, but I think they're a lot funnier to watch as well. So we'll leave them in, and we will put the good ones in. But as well, we don't.
We do it for you guys.
Yeah, and we always say if it's not on camera, it didn't happen. So there are plenty of shots that we have to discard. Yeah, like Matt's eagle, which doesn't, wasn't on camera, so it didn't happen. So there are like quite a lot of good shots that we don't put on, but same time,
so thanks you.
Not bad.
So thanks for your question, Kane. Hope that answers it for you. On to the next one. So while we're on the topic of handicaps, the next question was from Scott Hughes, who asked, what do we want our handicaps to be down to by the end of the summer? So for me personally, I'd like to get back down to where I was this summer, really 16 or a bit lower if I can. I know I've got a lot to work on with putting and my driving. I'm going to be getting any lower, but if I can get back down to 16 and be shooting mid-80s again, I'll be well happy with that. What about you, Dan?
I think if I get down to 22, trying to be realistic, probably play a lot more golf now. I can get back out and play.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if I can get down to 22 by the end of the summer and be sort of a bit more consistent, then yeah, I'll probably be happy with that.
Perfect. Hope that answers your question, Scott.
Always that side. Just doesn't give me the angle in. I always have to go back out.
Yeah, ain't a great.
Always. I could aim over there. I could aim. I've seen people do it. Aim for the tree. I've seen that, but if I do that, I know to go into the tree.
Yeah,
so
you already hit that tree a few times.
I'm not doing that. Anyone that normally watches this channel and seen us play at Garren's as well, this is a long par 5. I mean, 49 times out of 50, I sort of end up in that little bit of rough there for some reason. Not today though, but still not great.
Topped it. I knew I was going to do that. There's a slight slope here, and I thought, should I re-tee it? And I thought, nah, I won't bother.
Well, it's not. It's gone straight, so
yeah, it's just crap.
You know, you can't really complain if it's gone straight. At least you can get out of it. It's not in that stuff on the left or the right. So
that's the lesson. If you're not happy with your tee shot,
that's about as positive as you're ever going to get a comment off of me. So
that's the lesson, isn't it? If you're ever not happy with your tee shot, step away, re-tee.
How many people can comment on this? How many people don't step away and reset themselves?
And then play bad golf.
I bet 99 out of 100 people don't.
Yeah. Murder. Right, so next question is coming from Mick Chad on Instagram. And Mick's asked, are we going to be doing any subscriber challenges? Now, we have been planning since the start, really, haven't we, to get out and play some golf with some of the followers of the channel. And I know we've promised some people on Instagram and Twitter that we will get out. So there's a list of courses and some people that we will drop messages to when we get out. It's just the logistics of getting out to them courses. But then when we do as well, see, yeah, I think the challenges would be a good laugh if we had some members on.
I think we've discussed it obviously before. Obviously I was laid up for quite a few months. We did plan to sort of throw it out and play some golf with some subscribers. We did talk about possibly if we sort of done a 4-ball, we could do maybe like a Ryder Cup style challenge, which might be a bit of fun. Obviously we'd have to tailor it to the handicaps because as subscribers you might be a lot better than us, but you know, we'll keep it fair. But yeah, we have been thinking about it and talking about it. So whether we sort of throw it out as maybe like a bit of a competition and people that want to sort of challenge us, or maybe put it out there and we'll sort of pick it at random.
Or if there's anyone that wants to come and play us down at Garren's, because we play it quite a bit. So if you're interested in having a round with us down at Garren's, drop a comment below and we'll sort something out that'll be a bit easier. But yeah, there are a list of courses we want to get out.
Yeah, I think, like I say, in terms of travel, we don't mind travelling a little bit. I mean, it's a lot easier for us to sort of the ones in Essex and a few sort of the front end of Kent and towards the London end. You know, it's a lot easier for us to get to. Probably be a lot easier for us to arrange. But at the same time, I wouldn't rule out going a bit further. Yeah. Like I say, if it's people what are interested in, then we'll definitely sort it out and get something.
Hopefully over the summer. Thanks for your question, Mick.
That's just at the start of the fairway, so good position to make a recovery shot from the tee shot.
going to be
clean
too long.
strike. That is a clean
It's
strike.
going to be too long in them trees, isn't it?
Oh, just bounced into them.
Oh.
Shame, because you hit it clean.
Yeah, the problem is I was aiming to it over there and I haven't hit it there, so that's why it's gone too long for where I needed it to be, so hooked it left.
Yep, on to the next.
Next question has come in on Twitter from John Bruce, and John's asked us, are we planning on coming up to Scotland and playing some courses up there? So we are planning it, not very, very loose plans, and obviously I'm not quite sure what part of Scotland, but Dan has a slight plan. So Dan?
Yeah, so I've got some family that live in Aberdeen and right on the edge of the coast as well. So potentially we could go up there in the summer, spend a few days. I think I can't remember the names of the courses at the top of my head, but I think there's 4 or 5 in quite close proximity. So potentially, like I say, we are looking at it, and like I say, we haven't really put any serious plans in, but it is something that we talked about recently, funnily enough.
Yeah, it is.
On top of that,
oh, my wife has had a baby, I haven't had a baby. Well, I look like I could have had a baby. But yes, I don't know the logistics, but yeah, John, Scotland is on the list at some point, so maybe we'll see you there.
So, that's last shot. We're in the forest here, so I don't know whether it's safe or not to get out, but his line of sight's there.
I don't
place
want to do what I've done last time and hit it too hard that I go in the trees the other side. But
I just hope you don't hit the branch and it hits me, that's what I'm worried about. Oh, well out. I've got to say, that's a great shot.
I felt myself hit it, and then I thought, hang about, I haven't heard this drop yet, as I thought it was buried under the leaves.
Good shot.
And
I'm trying to think, because I use it.
So next question up is, what ball do you use and why? So Dan, what ball do you use and why? You don't even know.
Yeah, so generally I do use tailor-made golf balls.
He's a tailor-made brand slut.
Yeah, that's it. I am tailor-made, but like normally sort of like the RBZ, because I lose quite a few balls and it gets quite expensive. If I had a preference, I'd probably use the tailor-made soft response. They're a little bit more expensive, but I just feel like they're nice around the greens and stuff. There's a bit of softness to them. I think originally I started playing with the Callaways.
It's super soft, isn't it?
Yeah, the super soft. But
I know it was super soft because Dan hit me in the foot with a topped shot when I was about 100 yards in front of him and nearly broke my foot. But then he said, it shouldn't hurt, it's a super soft.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. But that wasn't the reason why I stopped using them. But I think they're a little bit more expensive as well. So when you try and play golf regular, everyone knows the golf balls are probably one of the most expensive things that you can buy if you lose so many of them. So yeah, like generally tailor-made. I wouldn't be, if I'm near close to a water feature and I've already lost one ball, I might pick anything out of the bag. I think it's going back in again. But yeah, generally tailor-made. Must admit, it's lovely twilight.
Yeah, it's
today.
nice.
Nice weather, really good, nice cold weather for once. Normally we get attacked by the wind the last few rounds.
And too cold for the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to them coming back in the summer.
Nice strike, that. Just on the right hand side, good position.
I'll take that.
So following on the question of what golf balls we use.
So I currently play Shrixon AD Triple Threes. To be fair, I've tried every single ball. Played with Pro V1s for a bit. I've played with everything. But I don't know, AD Triple Threes, I just started playing my best ever golf with them and I've just stuck with them. So yeah, for me, AD Triple Threes, and they're nice and cheap as well. Yeah, I think they feel alright, so yeah, Shrixon, love them. Oi oi.
Bit to the right. I think it'll hold up. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
not
all right.
quite in the bunker.
Yeah, that's fine.
A lovely little drive for you. Next question up, coming from Jake Souch, who is a friend of mine, and you would have seen him if you watched such videos such as our Frozen video, and he's also the one that got the hole-in-one. So Jake's asked us what our plans are for the channel. So Dan, I'll let you start, as it was your idea in the first place.
It was. So yeah, I think the idea for the channel is we want it to grow as much as possible, and want to be as entertaining as possible. I don't mean I'm going to be purposely playing bad shots, But yeah, I think we just wanted to put some content out there that was a bit different from everyone else. I think generally you look at the likes of Rick Shields, and to name just one as a good example, everything seems pretty perfect. And yeah, I think like it's just something a bit different. Obviously, a lot of people might be able to relate to the fact that there's a lot of golfers out there that are not great, but they still go out every weekend, still enjoy it, so they have a bit of fun. I think going forward, I think we're going to try and play a few more different courses, new courses, and get a few more reviews in.
Yeah, definitely.
And we might even put a few product reviews in, just to see obviously stuff that probably we've already got, or we might even just try and sort of grab hold of a couple of pieces from somewhere and just try and like I say, if there's sort of recommendations and people want us to try stuff out, or maybe come and review certain courses, then maybe just drop us a message and we'll look to do that.
So we do like the course reviews. Obviously we do the odd challenge, but that's more when we're kind of scraping for content to a certain extent, isn't it? And we just want to kind of get something filmed, and we'll do some challenges. But
yeah, I think
course reviews we enjoy the most, don't we?
Yeah, I think with the challenges, I think it's just stuff where you're going around, playing around together, like I suppose everyone does with their mates. You're getting a bit of competition, and then you sort of think of something up, and then once we've got that idea anyway, we just sort of run with it and then throw it out there. So
yes, and to be fair, throughout the whole time we've had the channel, and we started at a bad time really, wasn't it? Because we started it just after the first lockdown, so there was a couple of videos where, because we've always wanted to be consistent and getting content out. That's been something we've always tried. So obviously we've had a lot of setbacks. We've had a couple of lockdowns. Dan's had his knee done, so he's been out for that. So it's been challenging, and obviously then this year now I've got a baby to look after, so whether I'm going to be able to play as much golf, it's going to be a challenge. So yeah, I'd say for me personally, for the channel going forward, I'd like to play a bit more. I don't know how consistent it's going to be with videos. I'm hoping we can stick with it, but you might have to bear with us, it might be tough. We achieved our first milestone, that was just to get monetised on YouTube, which we have. Yeah. Albeit it's not a great revenue at the moment. So the idea, and I think our ultimate goal really, is to get the YouTube channel generating enough income that we can go and play golf courses and review them for you guys, and it funds that. Even buy equipment, test it out, and then give it away to you guys, and all that kind of stuff. So if you can, share the channel, tag your mates, get them to subscribe, because every view and every watch minute that the people do does help.
Yes. So I think it would improve the content as well. It just gives us a bit of things to play with, and like Matt said, I think we can go venture out a little bit more, and if it's a case of we need to sort of stay overnight somewhere and play, it's not so much of an issue for us, and we could do that pretty easily. I'd say
as well, like, even if the channel went massive, it's going to have to become really, really massive for us to leave our jobs. Which I can't ever see it happening. So it's always going to be a channel where if we can play golf out the money it raises and then give away stuff to you guys, and everyone's a winner. Now, if you enjoy watching our videos and then that funds us buying stuff to give it away to you guys, then everyone's a winner. So that's our plans for the channel. How long it takes, I don't know. We're coming up to 2 years now, so we're plugging away, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for the question, Jake. So next question up was from someone whose tag is Daddle Young, and they've asked, how do we film our videos and get the best angles and the zoom? So Dan, how do we film the videos? So
we actually use an iPhone.
We've used various, I think we're on our third iPhone now.
Yeah, third iPhone. So
XR to 13.
Yeah, so I think the quality is obviously be getting better as it goes along. Obviously in terms of equipment and stuff, we've got some mics, a mic set up as well, which actually links to the phone, which we noticed when we first started. Obviously anyone walks away, we can't really hear people talking and stuff, so we've got a bit.
They weren't expensive mics,
no, there wasn't.
60 quid or something like that.
Yeah, about £60, which worked quite well. Obviously in the wind, I don't think no matter what mic you got, even Sky cameras, they struggle in the wind. So, but yeah, like I say, the iPhone in terms of zooms and camera angles, I think it's a bit of practice.
Yeah, just trial and error. We've done a lot of videos. To be fair, when I was out in Dubai, the caddy who was filming, or was my caddy, he filmed for me, Elmer. Big shout out Elmer. But he's done a lot of videos for Andy Carter Golf, who's a pro at the Dubai. The Earth course, Jumeirah Estates, and he gave me some tips that he'd learned from filming the Carter Golf. So yeah, just a kind of mixture really, isn't it? Yeah,
and like I say, the zoom again, I think we pick and choose when we zoom in as well. Like some of the drives are really difficult because you'd need quite a large zoom and quite capacity wise to do it, but a lot of the par threes and stuff we try and zoom in on the green, and the approach shots as well. But again, like I say, it's just trial and error. I think when we first started, everyone said to us, you know, you need to just start and find your way, and that's definitely true. If ever you're thinking of doing anything like this, whether it's golf related or any other content, I think you need to throw a few videos out there and trial and error, because if you're trying to wait for things to be perfect, it will never be a perfect time to start. So just do it and see how it goes.
Yeah, thanks for your question. Hope it answers it.
It's got a ditch to clear, hopefully a fair way to hit. Nice recovery, it's just gone a little bit left.
In the long stuff still?
I think it's just in a slight bit of rough, but you're over the ditch, so you've got to take that.
Makes up for me absolutely awful tee shot.
Yeah.
So, next question's up is from Sam Adams, who's asked, what is the favourite course you've played and why? So I'll start. My favourite ever course I've played is Woodhall Spa in Lincoln, which I've done a video for, so I'm going to plug that. If you've not seen it, check it out. Ranked 54th best in the world, and it's ranked that for a reason. It is a great course, a great challenge. It's actually the hardest course in England and the home of England golf, but I picked that as my favourite course. Really liked it, nice day, spent it with my dad playing golf, so that was my favourite. Close second is probably the Earth course in Dubai, followed by the London Club, the Heritage, but for me I would say Woodhall Spa is number one. Dan?
Right, so I'm torn actually, because I would say in terms of condition and quality of the course, the London Club Heritage was amazing. Greens were perfect, and you know, the fairways were great, and you know, it was an amazing experience as well, like where the range is set up for you and the balls are there already and stuff like that. So I would say that, but then the one I always go back to, and it's probably not
Top Meadow.
I'm going to say Top Meadow, because
which you've also done a video on.
Top Meadow, for everything, like the condition of the course is brilliant for the value. You know, there's really tricky holes there as well. It's not an easy course. I never shoot a good round there. Value for money is amazing.
And you get
during the week, $18.50, and you get a breakfast, and that's not the only swaying factor. But I just think if you want something to change up in terms of a really variation of different kinds of holes, like hills, ones with hills, shorter holes, ones with dog legs and stuff, it's such a great course. So, like I say, I'm torn. I would say, you know, in terms of quality and stuff, the London Club I would pick. But then, if anyone is in sort of Top Meadows in Ockenden, if anyone ever wants to check that out and see if I'm telling the truth, yeah, it's a great course for the area. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks for your question, Sam. Right, final question. Run out of time, so if you haven't got to your questions, apologies. But Dan, final question, and who's it from?
So yeah, the final question is someone called Ryan Nobbs. So
it's unfortunate.
Unfortunate name, but it is what it is. What clubs are you two using? So, I mean, do you want to start off, Matt?
Yeah, I did do a video when the channel started with what's in my bag, and to be fair, not much has changed bar my driver. So I did have a TaylorMade RBZ black driver. Sold it to someone on eBay, so if that is you, I hope you're enjoying it and it's treating you well. But I upgraded to a Sim Max driver, but apart from that, all my clubs are TaylorMade. I've got Rocket Blade irons there from about 2012, Mill Grind 2 wedges, that's the irons, Mill Grind 2 wedges in a 60 and a 52, I've got sandwich in 55 to bridge that gap, got a Spider Arc putter, TaylorMade, and an M5 and M6 driver and hybrid, so that's my clubs. Dan's is a bit easier to explain because he hasn't got a mixed match. He's, like I said earlier, so, brand slut.
Yeah, as you know, I use TaylorMade golf balls as well. So I've got the M6 driver, and if you watch the channel, you'll know I've got a hybrid, which I use 99% of the time on the course as well.
This is also M6.
Yeah.
Followed by
M6 irons.
Although you're not a full brand slut because you're putter.
Traitor. Yeah, so I do like the Odyssey putters, so
Callaway.
So yeah, it's a white hot putter. I do like the traditional style. I can't really the mallet style. It doesn't agree with me at all.
Well,
I'd be even worse at golf. And obviously, it's followed up with a TaylorMade bag as well. So
there we are.
And I must admit, I did have some McGregor clubs for about 20 years, and I'll be honest, I spent quite a lot of money upgrading, and I don't play any better. So, you know,
make of that what you will.
Whatever they do, but as you know, we've got TaylorMade, but we'll keep using them for now. And if TaylorMade, you're watching and you want to sponsor us,
please
please do, because it's not cheap.
And one other thing we've got on our bags, which are both the same, a big shout out to Groove Towel. Got these Groove Towels that they sent us.
Oh, they are
very
pucker.
Good. They've got a brush built in, so you can wet your towel, you've got a brush, clean your club. So Groove Towel,
they are good.
Follow them, they're on Instagram and Twitter, so we follow them on Instagram and Twitter, so you can find them on there. But yeah, big shout out to Groove Towel for sending them out to us.
I think it's going to be bunker bound.
Oh no, you're over.
No,
Dancing.
on the green.
Oi, oi.
Take the luck when you get it.
Exactly. Members bouncing, you're not even a member.
No. See what Matt's got. No pressure, I've got it on the green.
I've got it not on the green.
Yeah, Matt's not on the green.
Wow.
Well, off we go. Matt's got a recovery.
Skanky lie this.
Well, I think I've got half of that grass on my face.
Can give you some air.
Yeah. I wouldn't like green hair though, so.
No, that's true.
No.
Dan on for his first ever birdie on the channel. Because the ones he didn't get on camera didn't count. Ah,
Not enough.
short. Tapping for par though. Happy days.
Can't complain.
Well, you do.
Yep.
So guys, just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video and got to know us a little bit better. And if you're not subscribed already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Really appreciate it. And sorry we didn't get to all your questions, but maybe we'll do another one in the future. Thanks for watching.